Welcome back to another Doctor Who special. Palm Sunday 2026. However, the matches in this special take place in 2022 Fortnite, Chapter 3, Season 4, Chrome Season, KONQUER Clan. As Doc and Block at it again. For the first time, these classic matches are being seen on the Doctor Who YouTube series during a forgotten era of Doctor Who where the series was on hiatus. Formerly, these matches were exclusive to Roblox 36 YouTube channel. Now making their way, lining up in Doctor Who lore for the first time ever. The only time ever, actually. As it's Rick. You ever want to see Roadblock 36 versus Rick from Rick and Morty? There you go. As during this time period, which is forgotten and lost in time, while Doctor Who was on hiatus paying for the crimes of the villain and what happened with Mike, people think Doctor Who wasn't doing much. Nah, he was. Fortnite with Brian, NVK, during Chapter 2, Season 8. Duos with Master during Chapter 3, Season 1. Chapter 3, Season 3, and Season 4 with KONQUER. And also in the Chrome season with Unholy with Brian. There was a Xbox Apex stint. Fall Guys on the Switch. You could say Doctor Who was doing things, it just wasn't being aired. It was a time period of loss and tragedy, and to rethink and evaluate things. Even in the worst days, and those were some of the darkest, worst days in my history, I was still doing stuff, and at least now the KONQUER stuff can be seen here on YouTube, on my series, lining up with canon where it belongs. Because a lot of these matches lost in time, I can't, there's no record of the Fall Guys Switch run. There's no record of the Apex Xbox run. There's no record of most of the NVK stuff from Chapter 2, Season 8. There's no record of the first season of Chapter 3. There's no record of the Unholy stuff with Brian. However, there is record of the KONQUER stuff. Minus 2 matches Block couldn't upload, but, you know, because the PS4 was shit. If you don't save the clip correctly, it's lost. A lot of this stuff there is record of on Blocks, and now we can finally see it here, and that's a good thing. Because this stuff deserves to be shown. Sleepy Sound, a classic. Classic location as Block gets a Ranger AR. as Block and Fish Sticks, the co-leader for KONQUER, which is canon. Good times. As Block and Doc, good old Sleepy Sound. This was actually, between this and Chonkers, was my favorite locations during Chapter 3. Sleepy Sound, Chonker Speedway. Ain't no better place to land in Chapter 3. As Block doesn't even put on the shield. I don't think Block realized that, but hey. As Doc has already gotten out of there, as Block as my eyes don't deceive me, Block riding a pickup truck. Driving a pickup truck. That's some Stiltner shit right there. Ha ha! As Doc and Block riding the pickup truck. Sorry for the camera angles. To be honest, I really don't give a shit about the camera angles. Anyone thinks this is poor quality. I know it's poor quality. It's poor quality because I could have just easily saved the matches by linking them and then uploading with the original comms, you know, because me and Block are actually talking to each other. I could have uploaded it as is, how it's supposed to be seen. The reason I don't do that is to pay respect to Block, because these were exclusive to his shit. And we once talked about it years ago, how I wish these were on my YouTube. And he's like, it's a good thing they're exclusive to mine. It makes it mean more. So I feel bad porting these just because of that aspect, because he really cares that these were exclusive. And, you know, I understand from his perspective, which is why I've decided to take the poor quality route and do something different with it. It stays in the original aspect with comms on his in perfect quality, while mine, which my ports of this, as you can see, is literally using my phone to record off the TV with a fucking window glare in the background with shaky ass fucking camera like that. As low budget and poor quality as possible. And believe me, I'm perfectly aware of it. As long as these classic matches get seen on Doctor Who, because they deserve to be a part of the history. I also wish they weren't seen from Block's perspective, but there's nothing I can do about that. As what is Block's driving? I don't know. As Block and Doc as you're watching Doctor Who, like I said, it is the longest running Doctor Who series on YouTube and on Twitch. 9 years running, over 7,000 adventures and counting. None of the other Doctors even come close in the Whoniverse. As though they are all non-canon to my Doctor Who story. They are all contained in their own Whoniverses. And yes, the Whoniverse is a thing. As Doc and Block at it again. As here we are as Doc and Block. As Block jumps off a mountain, pulling an adios. You think I can make it? I'll hit him. I'm gonna make it. Fucking literally pulled an adios. My God. I don't even remember that, but that was funny. Pulled an adios. And Doctor Who kills him. And Conquer making their way into another bush. As what is Fish Sticks doing? Very calculating as the Conquer co-leader. As it is canon. Block would disagree, but clearly we have video record of it. As Block knocks one and Doc a Dirk! A Dirk! As it wouldn't be Doctor Who without a Durkin. Praise Allah. Admarakba. Mahama Bianca. Ha ha. As you're watching the Palm Sunday 2026 special, breaking out a oldie for this. Some would say it's a lazy holiday special, just uploading old footage. And yeah, it would appear that way. But always, the way I set up the holiday specials is whatever the story arcs of that time period where the holiday specials line across, I usually pull out holiday specials for at least one or two. So it makes sense. It's what I usually do, whether it's old footage or not. I always try to make the specials unique and different. As the holiday specials are a pastime here on Doctor Who and been going on since 2018. We definitely did skip 2023 and part of 2024. But now they're back full time, and though they have been discussed, to be canceled. However, we're not going to cancel them. But they have been secretly discussed. There's only 2 teams remain. As Doc getting ready with a Dirk. Can't resist the Dirks. As they're a Dirk in themselves. If they're in the bush, it's chaos. Doc's not playing around. A Dirk! As they're running away. And Doc a Dirks. A Dirk. And KONQUER gets the win. As KONQUER, Doc and Block at it again. What I love about porting these matches over, finally to Doctor Who where they belong, is that there's a lot of duo wins between me and Block here under KONQUER, right? A lot of the main event syndicate stuff and just KONQUER in general with other people, but a lot of duo wins with me and Block that just... I didn't realize how many matches I really won with him, which is actually a good thing. It's a lot of work to port him over, obviously, but just the fact that me and Block won so many games, which is good because it means even in my worst time period, which was uncertain what my future was or didn't really... I was struggling to enjoy things and find my place and purpose and try to make things mean something again. And I was at a low point. But I didn't realize how many matches I really won. Like, between Brian with Unholy and, like, NVK. And it's, like, all the matches in KONQUER and all the... you know, the Fall Guys stuff with, God, who was the guy I played with on Fall Guys? Tank. His name was Tank Action. I wish that stuff was able to be seen. Me and Tank just grinded, man. Like, I got the 5 in a row achievement with Tank and duos. Like, me and Tank won a lot of games, hundreds of games on Fall Guys. I really... did a lot with Tank on Fall Guys. A lot of Apex wins on Xbox. Like, a lot of KONQUER wins. A lot of wins with Brian. Like, it was the lowest point I've ever been, right? Like, the villain thing really hit me hard. It came crashing down. I lost Mike. Series was canceled. Like I was... struggling to find new people, struggling to find purpose. I just feel like it was the end, man. It's just like, you know, it's just like, it was a low point, man. It's just like, I didn't know what my future was, if I'd ever be at the heights that I was. And, you know, it's surprising that even though I was at a low point, I was still winning and doing something, but it wasn't at the heights that it used to be, and it wasn't at the heights again until I came back, obviously, in 2023 with Team Nightmare. But, you know, I owe a lot to Roadblock here, because Roadblock saw me at the low point. He saw me at the low point. And he believed that I could be at that level again, perform at that level as a player, run a clan successfully at that level. You know, just, he said that I have the old me in me. It's just, you gotta find it, you gotta claim it, you gotta do it. And at this point, I just didn't see it. Eventually he was right, and I did that. I came back stronger than ever, and I performed at that level. I could do a clan at that level. You know, if it wasn't for Block and when these matches take place, like all these Doctor Who lost matches, the KONQUER wins, if it wasn't for this KONQUER run, the return in 2023 wouldn't have happened. Block was a huge part of getting me back on track. Like, I owe a lot to Block, and I'll admit that here in this special. I owe a lot to Block. It was the start of getting there. So, this run, showing these matches, having them in canon on my series, it means a lot to me because it's what helped me get back. And if it wasn't for it, I wouldn't have been back. So, Block, what you did, the run we had, it's everything, my friend. As I am down, and Fish Sticks, the co-leader's fighting them, and Block takes them out. As Block and Fish Sticks reviving Doctor Who. Ha ha! Shut up, Doctor Apiece. What are you doing, Doctor Apiece? Huh? In your Whoniverse, huh? What are you doing? Still playing Fortnite, losing, ending the stream? Nothing's fucking changed. Shitty fucking plays, stupid fucking plays. Zero intelligence in your fucking strategies. That's why you end the fucking stream in terror. And then what are you doing? GTA, playing fucking casino on blackjack tables? Are you fucking kidding me? That's what your doctor's doing in your Whoniverse? Give me a break. If your version of Lux, aka Mr. Ring-a-Ding, was fucking in your Whoniverse looking at you play fucking casino, he'd be like, don't make me laugh. Because that's how comical it is, Doctor. But hey, it's your universe. You want it to suck? Go ahead. Have it suck. As the Chrome, as Block and Doc Chrome. Man, I missed the Chrome season. Chrome season was kind of like, I don't know, like the Chrome season was like weird. Like the Chrome thing was like interesting for 5 minutes, but then it's like, eh. Like this had to be the weakest season in chapter 3. Because all the areas were consumed by Chrome and destroyed and lifted in the air. It's like, I don't know. Like, my favorite season in chapter 3 was the Spider-Man season. The first season, absolutely. I liked Vibin. And I liked the Chrome season only because KONQUER moved it forward. It was the only thing worth doing was KONQUER and, of course, Unholy at the same time during the Chrome season. Because you got to remember, this is during the Chrome season. This season, I probably had more wins with KONQUER than the Vibin season. But also, I was doing Unholy at the same time, too. Like, I was doing 2 clans. I was doing Unholy and KONQUER between the 2. And I was winning with both. You know. Chrome season just... The season, like, from a stat perspective, it was a good season. But, like, from, I don't know, content perspective and, like, a theme perspective, it really wasn't that good. Because I'm not a fan of the Chrome. I'm not a fan of the Cube. All these Fortnite themes of, like, things that consume your body, like the cubes and the Chrome, it just ain't me. I don't know. Just never was a fan. As Block don't give a fuck, he's like, he's like, KONQUER bots, Chrome out. All right, that was corny. feel like that would have been a better joke if I did Team Nightmare during this time, and it was like Autobots, Chrome out. It would make more sense with Optimus there, but like with Block, I don't know. I feel like it was an Optimus joke, but we put Block in front of fucking Optimus's place. It makes no sense. As we're in the beach, as Block and Doc in another bush. And yes, I fast forward all the bush scenes. Do you know why? Because I don't have the comms in here, the voices. Otherwise, it'd be interesting leaving it because of what me and Block are talking about. But I can't do that because of exclusivity. Out of respect to Block. So, you know how it is. As we're in a top 10 situation, as Dr. Disrespect would say, yeah. As KONQUER's gonna come on, trickling on in as they're moving to another bush, crouch walking like sneaky ass motherfuckers over here. Ha ha! Shut up, Doctor Apiece. Go play casino. Ha ha! Oh, you hit a jackpot, huh? It's not real money, you idiot. As Doc just runs in there. A Dirk! See, Doc don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. I'm like, a Dirk! That guy's flying. You're shooting a tree block. A Dirk! As Block takes him out. Uh-oh. This Block's gonna clutch. I mean, why would it be uploaded if Block wasn't gonna... What the hell's he throwing some sticky goo? Oh, the sticky goo. Yeah, Block DMR his ass, Block. Back up. Don't lose your health there, Block. Shoot his ass. Boom. KONQUER wins again. That's how you wrap up a fucking Palm Sunday special in 2026. KONQUER. Doctor Who the Lost Matches, bitch. Happy Palm Sunday, motherfuckers.